Welcome to Multiverse Oz. We got some exciting happenings here. We have Chapter 24, Fate of the Bastet. It hit the beta server today. We're going to look at the tech tree that came up and look at some ways to plan ahead based on what the tech trees are telling us. I had a fellowship mate total them up for the knowledge points is 5,600 and 10 with 64 tech trees. So let's look at the first one. If you are recently an in game player, you might have trouble with the provinces. Otherwise, if you've been in game for a while, you should be okay with this. I'm about 800 provinces complete on my main, and then I have a bunch of provinces that I haven't finished yet. I keep them open for the events. So the first tech tree, we have the 760 provinces, and then we have and the thing about it with the goods is there are no standard goods. There are ascended goods, there are sentient goods, but there are no standard goods. And you look at this first one, 500k Unarium. That's quite a bit. So if you recently been plowing through the chapters, you might have a little trouble with this. I've got probably a little under 20 million Unarium on my main, and that's with like a level 11, the ancient wonder that deals with the decay, um, and so I won't have trouble with this. For the ascended goods, I might have a little trouble. The Unarium Decay is the Valerian Seal Tower. That was that. I have a level 11 that's minus almost about 5% decay, which I've managed to get through. That's fine. Then the ascended goods, there are a lot of ascended goods. So I gone ahead and taken out two ascended good buildings of each type, and also enchanted them so that I could build up my ascended goods. I have probably a million of each right now, but some of these are like a million a piece. So this one's like 900k for the ascended goods here. So you're gonna want to build up your ascended goods uh, pretty rapidly, if especially if you haven't been building them up, or if you know teleported your buildings away this whole time. And the sentient goods don't look too bad. I typically have a bunch. I've been siphoning some off to the chapter 22 alt that I have. I've been making videos on that. So I need to build that up. So I've gone from one manufactory to two, and I've enchanted those. And I can always bring the goods back from my alt account. It's just that it needed a lot for the settlement um, building up, leveling up. So there's some orcs. There's no mana, and again, no standard goods. We have a significant amount of the canned goods that are needed, and notice that the new resource Nox is tied to the trader, so it's looks like it's produced by the trader. Not sure where else it might be produced. This is going to be a huge gatekeeper if the only thing we can do is get it from the trader. So there are a lot of seeds. They don't seem too unbearable. We've got a main hall upgrade after the Nox, but then for the temple here, we've got, which is a settlement, we've got a 5,000 Nox. So not sure how what the rate of production is just yet. That sounds like quite a bit. So that may be just a gatekeeper in and of itself. We have a decent amount of the goods that are produced from residences. The canned goods seem like quite a bit. So I'm starting to produce those right now, and the community goods. I'm looking at. I started producing a little bit of that too. It's called community work, and we could go through. If you made an account on the beta, you could go through, and then in this level, we're starting to get um, the goods that are produced by the settlement. So you're gonna want to get this laboratory pretty quick. I would get that first. I don't think you want to get the workshop. If you're an in-game player, you probably have the magical one, so it's not something that you really need. I would get this first, and then go into, let's see, probably the second squad upgrade, because that's just going to make things so much easier on the tournament. Then then you could go from there. I prioritize the settlement, and then I go for the military stuff. So army upgrade, that'd be good. None of these seem optional except for the at the very beginning, the squad upgrade, which I would get. But you normally I get the squad upgrade first. If you save up your knowledge points, you could knock that out. But you want to get this trader and get the docs produced, so you could get the 5,000 for this next settlement. Actually, it's the first settlement uh, tech. So we've got the manufacturing upgrades. Nothing special there. We've got some more settlement, good buildings, divine orc warriors. So we have divine troops that was previewed, that we're going to have those, some more of those with the heavy melee. We've got, wow, 4 upgrades with squad sizes. That's pretty big. Now this is interesting. They have a main hall upgrade after you've done the ancient wonders. I think that's fair to do, because to we can end up requiring settlement goods for the ancient wonders, and that's fine to me. That's an okay change. So let me know questions, comments in the comments, and feel free to give us a like or subscribe so we can keep producing more videos. Helps us with the algorithm, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.